So, Graham, that was a very great example, a very simple one, but a good one of showing how we can acquire data, clean it, and work with data in Excel. And Excel is actually a very powerful tool. I don't know if people really realize it, but it really helps us explore what we have in our data. So I think the next step is really understanding the kinds of questions and how we start to think about our data a little bit differently so we can actually do a more thorough exploration so we can learn something from what we have.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think it's all very well been able to take the data and clean it up and so on. But if you haven't got a goal in mind, if you don't know what it is you're looking for, then you really need a place to start. So let's start looking at the types of questions we can ask of the data. So here's Rosie. She's currently at the park, as you can see, and she wants to start asking questions of the data that she's gathered. And the types of questions that she might want to ask, first of all, descriptive questions. You might want to know things like, well, how many drinks did I sell? Yeah, or how many lemonades, or those types of things. How much revenue did I make is probably the first question she wants to ask. So that descriptive type of information that she can get from the data. But then going forward, you maybe want to do some associative analysis. Maybe she sees, is there a correlation between days when it's hot and days when it's cold? Is the temperature a factor in how many drinks I sell? So is there an association between temperature and sales in this instance? So maybe she suspects there might be something there, and she wants to see if the data bears out that hypothesis. And then there might be comparative aspects to this. She might want to figure out, well, how many oranges do I sell versus lemonades? Maybe lemonades are more popular, so I maybe need to make more lemonade and less orangeade. So maybe I want to look at a comparison of the sales of those two flavors. And then finally, if she's really smart and she really wants to make a go of this, she might want to look at predictive aspects of her data. She might want to see, is there ways that we can use these associations that we've identified and the comparisons that we've identified to somehow predict the number of lemonades that I might sell in any given day. And that way I can be more efficient about how much lemonade I make, how much I carry, how many leaflets I hand out, all that type of thing. So there's these kind of four general categories, I guess, of question that we might want to ask of the data.